Good morning, the honorable judges, my fellow contestants, and everyone in this room. I have a question for you. Have you ever been talked about, avoided, or bullied just because you were different? My name is Felicitas Navigador, and ever since I was little, I've always been a little different. While other people may tell their stories about people who inspired them, I would like to share with you all my own personal story. I started singing at just 3 years old, which means while other kids were running around playing tag, I was holding a microphone. Although, back then, my audience was probably just my family members, and probably my very confused neighbors. But it wasn't until 4th grade that I discovered something that completely changed my life. Competitions. Yes, you name it, I joined it. I started competing in singing, storytelling, sometimes even math and science Olympiads. Basically, if there was ever a stage, I would want to be on it. I also became a psalmist and altar girl at my church in 6th grade. In 2nd grade, I became vice class president and then proceeded to become class president for the next 3 years straight. And now, as you can see, I'm a part of the student council at my school as head of art communication and documentation division. Also, if there's ever a school event, you'll probably see me 2 to 3 times. Just like in the open campus that was going on at my school just last month, I was the MC or master of ceremony, but also a performer in soul singing alongside my choir and rancho members. But of course, being different, it has its challenges. Back in 7th grade, some of my classmates started talking about me behind my back because they said I was too much. Why is it every time there's a school event, the teachers always choose her? I know, right? Why can't they choose someone else? At first, I didn't understand. Why couldn't they support me instead of talk about me? But then, I realized something very important. The more you shine, the more people will try to shake you. As a wise person once said, people throw rocks at things that shine. And honestly, I don't mind, because I'd rather shine than hide. So, I kept going. I kept competing, leading, serving, and even trying new things. And you know what? It paid off. These 3 medals are only some of the proof of my success, because I managed to get gold medals all in a national level in singing, storytelling, and also in the science Olympiad. I also decided to try something new and managed to get published in this book as one of its authors. And I did not only succeed non-academically, but academically as well. Just a few months back, in 8th grade, I managed to get the best academic scores, not only in my class, but in my whole entire grade. That's right. And of course, some people still dislike me, but that is not my goal. My goal is not to become everyone's favorite, but it is to become the best version of myself that I can. So, the courage to be different is about standing tall even when others want you to sit down. It's about refusing to dim your light just because it makes others quit. And it's about realizing that the world does not need copies, it needs originals. So, if you ever feel different, or people tell you that you're too much, just remember that difference, it might just be your secret superpower. And to those people who call you too much, they may be used to this quote. Jack of all trades, master of none. But most people don't know the full quote. Jack of all trades, master of none, though oftentimes better than a master of one. Was I flexing by everything I just said about myself? Maybe just a little bit. But that is not the reason I said everything. The reason I said all that is in hopes that you all can feel inspired by my own personal story. Because, as my favorite neurosurgeon once said, there's no glory in easy. That is all from me. Thank you for listening to my story. May God bless you all.